So today I saw two movies about cars, but I only liked one of them. The first one was the one that I liked, actually, and it's a French film called Moka. I believe it was released last year in Europe and then this year here, and it's set between, is it Lucerne on one side and Evian on the other side of Lake Geneva. And it's about a woman played by Emmanuel Devos who is trying to find the couple who killed her son in a hit and run in a mocha colored car. She thinks she's found them, and she's slowly but surely getting into their life and plotting her revenge, possibly. The woman who may or may not have been at the wheel is played by Natalie Baye. Between the two of them, they've been nominated for something like 20 Caesar Awards. That's the French Academy Awards. This movie was sort of marketed as a Hitchcockian thriller, and it has moments that are like that, particularly in the way that it uses gaze. At some points, you are in Diane's gaze, Diane, French, Diane's gaze, that's Emmanuel Devos, and sometimes you're gazing at her. And the way that it plays on those two ways of watching what she sees and watching her, I found very interesting, because it shows you the way that film is voyeuristic and can go even further when you're voyeuring what the thing you're voyeuring is voyeuring, like Inception role, right? It's also, but it's mostly a drama about grief and the way in which it can manifest in strange obsessions, and how for some people the ability to move forward in life is just not possible until they've done something they think that'll make it better, and what you realize in the end is obviously nothing will make it better. Having someone taken from your life like that, you just learn to live with it. You can't ever make it better. And there's beautiful moments also in the viewing where she's viewing videos that were recorded of people viewing. So there's a lot of viewing in this movie, and a lot of voyeurism, and a lot of layers of voyeurism, and a lot of realizing that you don't know as much about people by looking at them as you do by talking to them. And that's another thing that the character sort of discovers in this film. I was like rapt from start to finish. I think Emmanuelle Devos is one of the most luminous film actresses. I've only discovered her recently when I saw Violette, which is from a few years ago, and then I watched one that she did with Matthew Almeric called If You Won't, I Will, or If You Don't, I Will, something like that. And I just love watching her on screen, and she has so many movies that I haven't seen that I need to catch up on. But if you like dramas and you like psychological thrillers, I think you'll enjoy this film quite a bit. It's in limited release right now. If you're in America, see if your art house is playing it. I recommend it. The next film that I saw, I can't recommend, but you've probably already seen it because I'm several weeks late in watching it. I really didn't like it. This is Edgar Wright's Baby Driver. It reminds me of when I saw, what is that one that everyone loves? Scott Pilgrim. And I saw Scott Pilgrim like a year late, and everyone lost their shit and loved it so much. And I was a fan of his earlier films, so I was like, oh, well, I'll enjoy it. And then I just wanted the movie to end the whole time I was watching it. So I get into Baby Driver thinking, okay, I like Hot Fuzz. I like the pub crawl one. Like, let's see what happens. I spent the bulk of this movie wanting it to end. I didn't like any of the characters. I wasn't sure who I was supposed to root for. I didn't enjoy spending time with any of them. Not in one of those like, I don't like this person, but I enjoy spending time with them. Like, I feel like if you're going to have characters, like, why does this exist? Like, I need to know why I'm in this world. And clearly I'm not on the right page for this movie because I was like, why does this exist? That's what I kept thinking the whole time. Um, I don't even know what else to say. I guess the editing is great, and the sound design is good, but I can't say that much else really was like, wow, this is great for me. And I hated most of the performances. The only time I've ever seen Ansel Elgort in a movie where I was like, you're good, was that Carrie film that I'm like the only person who enjoyed. I thought he was good in that, and if only he were as good as that in everything else. The rest of the actors, I wasn't on the right page. I think for what the tone of this movie, I don't know. I didn't like any of the characters. I particularly felt like most of the women were really underdeveloped, and I need more than that in a movie, especially having just seen a movie with multiple really well developed women characters. I need more. Um, what else did I not like about this movie? I just kept wanting it to end. I don't know. And there's so many other better films set in diners, and I have a love for diner sets films, and when diners are underused, it just makes me sad. Um, it was nice seeing bits of Atlanta, I guess. But otherwise, I just really didn't like this movie. And I don't know. I didn't feel like it was the choreography. I didn't feel like the choreography was great. I didn't feel like um, I don't even know how to explain what I didn't like about this movie. Just all of it, I guess. Just all of it. So I'm sure you probably already saw this movie. I'm sure you enjoyed it. It was not for me. But if you get a chance, go see Mocha because it's great and I really liked it. And it will be that movie that you've seen and no one else has, which is the story of my life. So I'm going to watch a bunch of Ronald Colman movies now because um, even when they're bad, at least there's Ronald Colman. So see you in a little bit when I review those ones.